Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Movie Boys. All right, Marcus and Lance in here. We in here. We got another movie on the freaking docket, and it's another good one. It's a really good one since it's Taika month. All right, I keep forgetting it's Taika month because of the two movies that we covered this month. But today we are covering Hunt for the Wilderpeople. All
The will the
right,
what?
the Wilderpeople. All right. Shit, this dude Lance has seen it before already. So what did you think like before doing it for the show? What did you think of this movie already?
I thought it was fun and like heartfelt, but I
Mm.
realized I didn't watch it like in full. There was a bunch of stuff that I missed kind of
Ooh.
watching it the first time. I think I was
Hell
like
yeah.
second screening it, probably on my phone.
Oh,
Um,
yep.
but
Cleaning in the
definitely,
background.
yeah, having it on and just kind of laughing at the parts that I probably remember from social media. But
Hmm.
watching it this time, definitely it's like a movie. It's got that comedy, the funniness, the quirkiness, but also the emotion, and everything ties together throughout, and it really you get that growth journey too. So
Hmm.
dope movie.
Yeah,
Ready?
written and directed by the Uso Taika, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's well established on this show that he is a terrific fucking writer, right? I love the way he
yeah.
ties things up, and just like you said before we start recording, emotional gut punch, funny shit, funny shit, funny shit. Beat him over the head with sadness, surreal thing here, children's handwriting there, awesome fucking cinematography. Like it's a goddamn Taika movie for sure. Boy, and this is definitely related hand in hand.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, before we get into that, man, check us out on the POLYTICKIN Network over there on YouTube's. Okay, we got this show going on, and the POLYTICKIN, the POLYTICKIN podcast over there with the Uso FM. And we got another show on there called the Way Back Wednesday podcast with the Uso Lance and Seth. Check us out on Patreon, man. Patreon.com/the POLYTICKIN podcast, man. $5 a month gets you an extra episode plus early drops of the weekly episode. Yeah, if you guys want to support us outside of the Patreon or whatever, hit us up. Do what you will. All right. You can talk to us, man. It's okay. Um, yeah, that's all I got, man. So where
Nice.
are we going from here, bro?
Yeah,
What's
this
the deal?
one adapted from a book called Wild Pork and Watercross,
Mm,
written by Barry Crump that Taika did a bunch of screenplay adaptations for.
mm.
When this movie came out, it grossed $1,263,000 New Zealand in the opening weekend,
Oh, damn.
setting the record, beating out What Becomes of the Broken Hearted from 1999. This film went on to gross $12 million New Zealand, I think, against a budget of like four. Uh,
Ooh.
Internationally, uh, as of October 2016, which was the year this came out, the film grossed almost 11 million Australian, 500,000 in the UK, and over 5 million US dollars in North America. So commercial success, right?
Yeah.
Also, a critically acclaimed movie. On Rotten Tomatoes, this one received a score of 97%, based on over 200 reviews, average rating of almost 8.
Was
Uh,
was that was that the critics? The critics or the film? What is it? The film goers? Is there a separate one?
yeah, I think for yeah, the Rotten Tomato score and then the film critics one.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure which one that is, but Metacritic has it at 81 out of 100, indicating universal acclaim.
Mm,
So this is a well-received movie, both by people, critics, and box office.
yeah. Fuck
Um,
them critics, bruh. All right.
I
Fuck
mean, but
them.
even the critics like it, so I feel like
Good.
everybody's agreeing on this one. I think it was like a 8 on IMDb. Uh, the
Deservedly
casting,
so, bruh.
yeah. Was there anybody you were super hyped about to see when you saw the casting for this movie?
I didn't know that he was in it at all until I seen it, but Oscar Kitely. I didn't know he made an appearance at all. Like
Yeah,
I knew about Sam Neill and of course
mm-hmm.
Julian Dennison.
Dennison.
Dennison? Yeah, Julian Dennison from Deadpool. I knew Rachel House was in it, but I didn't know Oscar was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So so it reminded me of Sam Neill's appearance in What
the
the
Lima
fuck?
Tao movie.
Yeah. Wait, was it? Yeah, the Lima Tao movie, bro.
Take Home Pay.
Yeah, Take Home Pay. That's right. Yeah, him and Sam Neill in the elevator.
Yeah.
The Lima Tao movie, bro. So, yeah. It just brought me back to that fucking scene. Why was I thinking it was Siona's wedding too? Just because of Oscar. But I forget that. The Lima Tao movie. Yeah. No, I was surprised about seeing Oscar in there, which is always a good look, man. That's cool that Oscar and Taika's relationship goes back that far because we know that Oscar was in Next Goal Wins.
And with Rachel House.
With Rachel House
in a Taika movie.
Come on.
The main person in this movie, as far as this casting roll call goes, Ricky Baker, played by Julian Dennison, who was Fire Fist in 2018's Deadpool 2. He was Josh Valentine in 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong and had a leading role of Josh Waka in 2023's New Zealand film Uproar.
Josh, shut up. Just shut up.
Hector Faulkner, played
Faulkner.
by Sam Neill, who many will recognize as Dr. Alan Grant from the Jurassic Park franchise. No, that's a different person. Born in Ireland, his dad was a second generation New Zealand, an officer stationed in Northern Ireland, where he was born. And then they moved back to New Zealand when Sam was like 7 or 8.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Born and bred. Oh, not born, but bred.
Yeah. Bred. Yeah. Sam Neill's real name is Nigel. But he didn't want kids calling him that on the playground. He's like, it's not a safe name to have. So he changed his name to Sam.
Wait, why is that not a safe name to have?
It's like a bunch of other kids were called Nigel, but mostly it was like he didn't think it was a tough enough name for the playground. So he changed his name to Sam.
Sam, all right, Sam's, you know what? Hold on, let's talk about this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, if there was a tough guy named Nigel, that would make the name Nigel tough because he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Become a tough guy as Nigel Sam. You wouldn't have to change it to Sam. Nerd? All right, sorry, go on.
Paula Hall from Child Services in this movie, played by Rachel House. Rachel House.
No child left behind. No child left behind.
No child left behind. You don't know what that means. The girlfriend from 2002's Whale Rider.
Yeah.
She has that connection with Taika, and she was in 2008's Eagle versus Shark, 2010's Boy, voiced Grandma Tala in 2016's Moana. She was Topaz. She was like the main security guard for the ultimate guy's name in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, the Grandmaster? What's his Grandmaster?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff fucking Goldblum. Yeah.
She also does
like
the Maori voiceovers for a lot of the Disney stuff. Directs theater performances, short films, and her own recent feature film in 2024's The Mountain, which is like a coming of age, like funny travel movie, kind of similar to what we're watching now.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that, bud.
Yeah, The Mountain, directed by Rachel House.
Okay.
Auntie Bella Faulkner.
Oh, bruh.
Oh my gosh, played by Rima Tuiata. A Kiwi singer, comedian, stage, film, television actress, and gotta be the MVP for this adventure that starts. I think her power and like love and just like relating and saving these guys sets them up for this journey even in the first place.
Shit, that's a solid pick, bro. It's a solid pick for MVP. Even with their short amount of time on screen, yes.
Especially with her short amount and how impactful it was.
I hear you.
Yeah, strong. Okay. And then Constable Andy Tappet, played by the legend Oscar Kitely.
Come on.
Who we all probably most know from Siona's Wedding. Also directed the Dawn Raid documentary. The legend Oscar Kitely.
Yeah. Our Uso Sole. Come on the show, Sully.
Come through, Oscar.
Don't be a
Oscar.
Wuso. Don't be a Wuso, bruh. Don't be a Wuso. Be a Truso, bruh. Come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Hey. Oh man. So with all that, so did you have because I didn't want to use my phone or be on my phone while I was watching the movie because I know I'll distract myself. So I started writing the notes down in the thing and or in my notebook, right? So I have IMDb synopsis. Can you did you have your own? Did you have your own synopsis?
I was gonna write one, but I thought we would like freestyle one here.
Oh
but
God, damn it!
A widower and a foster care child escape into the bush to run away from their pain, their problems, and the police. And find themselves as I don't know. They get lost and find themselves. So I'd wrap it up like that.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're going. You're going with personality of the characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going with their journey and what they went through. Okay. All right. This one's a little more standard, very IMDb because it's exactly from there. It says it says a national manhunt is ordered for a rebellious kid and his foster uncle who go missing in the wild New Zealand bush. Man, that shit's boring as hell. That is exactly what it is. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what the story is. I mean, I guess that's what a synopsis is. It's supposed to be short and sweet, but man, fuck all that. That shit was robotic, okay? There's no heart and soul in that IMDb. I don't give a damn. Shit was too short. Forget about it. Get Lance on there. Nerds. Losers.
Thanks. I thought that one was clean. I thought like another sentence for that IMDb one would have been a lot more, yeah.
All right, we're gonna freestyle the next sentence right now. A national manhunt is ordered for a rebellious kid and his foster uncle go missing in the New Zealand bush. Fucking.
They
Ricky fell in love. Yeah, Ricky fell in love.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I guess she's like doing big work too. Like she's like an actress out there in New Zealand too, doing big things. It's a long Maori name though. I don't want to disrespect.
Ricky faces vigilante hunters, a horse girl, and a freaking army speed high police chase. High speed police chase.
Yeah, this one's fucking crazy, bro. So so without further ado, what the hell is going on with this movie? What's the deal?
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're coming in. Oh, what a beautiful like opening though. We're over like a rainy, mountainous, foresty New Zealand kind of outback, right? Like this isn't the city. This is out there in the forest, in the woods, like remote area. There is a single car winding these roads. It's not a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? Remote.
Very.
And it's like opera music is playing. It's like really like I was like, whoa, this is getting real. So chapter 1, a real bad egg. The person being transported is Ricky Baker. He is getting sent out to live with a new foster family. He is being driven by Child Services Representative Paula Hall and police sheriff equivalent Andy Tapper, played by Oscar Kiley. And he's basically getting delivered to his new home. Bella Faulkner is so happy when they get there. She's like, I'm here, I'm ready. And the child services lady does like a quick once over of the house, and she's like, yeah, seems cool. Go ahead. Here's Ricky Baker. No one really wants him. This kid is known for disobedience, stealing, spitting, running away, throwing rocks, kicking stuff, defacing stuff, burning stuff, loitering, graffiti. And that's just the stuff we know about.
Yeah.
This kid's got some issues. He's a little shit, you might say. But now he's come out to live with probably the last family that would be willing to take him in, which is this very excited lady. She says, you can call me Auntie Bella. You can call me Auntie. and you're here now, you're safe now. Gives him a big hug. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
uh
He said, she said, she said, you're a big fella, huh? Who ate the pie, man, or some crazy shit. She takes a dig at him twice for his weight. I was like, hey, Bella, you need to chill out, okay? That's a little kid right there. But then we learn later on that this dude Ricky is actually stronger and smarter than a lot of us gave him credit, or a lot of them gave him credit for. So
yeah,
you know,
they
typical little badass and shit with a freaking heart of gold and a solid brain on him.
I felt like this might have been too accurate portrayal of like a child services handoff. Like they were pretending like, well, we have really high standards, and then just kind of looks at the outside of the building to assess its safety. She's like, looks good.
Yeah, right. They're just there to do their job, just to let them go. Like, hey,
yeah. We don't want to take care of this kid anymore. Put him in, with a family or something. I was like,
right. Well, hey, that's a good point, man. Every time I think of like things like child welfare, I think of this dramatic ass like, this is the last family. This is the last family that'll take you in, Ricky. Please do good. I thought Paula Hall would have like a heart of gold, but no, she has a heart of stone, bro. Heart of stone.
Checking it off. Just checking the box. Okay. Did the inspection, gave Ricky to the new family. Yep. I think it's mentioned that, if it doesn't work out here, Ricky's going to juvenile. He's going to juvenile detention. There's no more
the other option.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So gotta make it work here, Ricky Baker. No one else wants you. Uncle Hector, Bella's husband, comes walking out of the field. He's got like a big ass hog on his back, and he doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's like mean mugging him as he walks by.
Who's that Crocodile Dundee guy over there?
Oh, that's my husband, Hector. And she's like looks down at the boy, and she's like, "You can call him Uncle." And he's like,
no, you can't. No, you can't. Yo.
It's like, oh, damn. Just like, okay. Does he not want the new kid here? Is this more a Bella decision? We find out.
Definitely.
Awkward dinner interaction. Oh, and then she's like, are you hungry? Well, that's a silly question. Look at you. To which Ricky does not laugh back, but I think we were all laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing right now thinking about it, bro. Hey, that's a great way to break the ice, but girl, don't. Man, that's twice. That's twice you talking about my weight, Bella. Okay. One more time, I might run away. You know what I'm saying?
Awkward dinner interaction with Heck, who asks, have you ever been on a farm before? You just ornamental.
That sounds like another dig too.
That is definitely a dig,
right? You know what I'm saying?
You're a city boy. Ricky excuses himself. He's going to bed early. F this. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna gather my things and get ready to run away.
Mind you, he doesn't say a word for like the first 10, 15 minutes of this movie. He's literally just there. He's biding his time. He's just biding his time.
Mm-hmm.
Biding his time. After he says, besides good night, he goes. And then he does what I guess he usually does is try to run away or, do his thing.
Pack his supplies.
He starts packing his stuff. And then you got the little... This is what I wanted to ask you, too. The warmer, right? Yeah. That bed warmer.
Hot toddy.
Yeah. What do you think that symbolized? Because I don't know. They just kept showing it off. And then, there's a part where he loses it. But then he gets it back at the end. But I guess we could save that. I don't know. It's like, what is the motif of this? What is this theme here? I put comfort, but because it kept coming up.
I think keeping the bed warm. That's nice, right? Getting into like a warm bed. But definitely that hug he does.
That's what like he treated it like it was like literally a security blanket or safety blanket, whatever the term is, where keeps it close. So I don't know.
This kid doesn't seem like he gets a lot of warmth, a lot of close, even hugs, from other people. So maybe he's like taking a second to like, oh, this is nice, but also to feel, when you're getting a good hug and you really sink down into it and you have that feeling of safety and comfort and belonging. Not something this kid has experienced a lot of.
That's
But
true.
very thoughtful of Bella to even prepare that beforehand, make sure that's there in his bed.
Excuse me.
Something she mentions, and she's talking about through the door that he won't open.
Yeah.
But just she says, "I know you've been through a lot, but you're safe here. This is your home, and you can be yourself here. You can be safe here."
Yeah.
And I also put a little toddy in there for your bed. Hopefully, he looks down, and that's right before he realizes and really gives it that hug. And I was like, "Oh, nice. He's gonna stick around."
Nope. Hell nah. Yeah, after that, Bella comes in, he's talking to him, she comes into the door, reassures him that he's safe, but Ricky is not listening, he doesn't care. All right. Hugs, what does she call it? The toddy?
Toddy? Yeah, it's a little hot water bag.
Oh, that's what it's called?
I'm trying to find the name of it.
It don't matter. I always said I thought it was like a bed warmer. Some
Yeah.
shit. I just call it bed warmer. But yeah, she's talking to him outside the door. He's not listening because he already has his plan in mind and what he's gonna do, and that is run the hell away. He is trying to leave this farm as fast as he can. So he packs up all of his stuff and he heads out. He heads out and tries to make his way to wherever the fuck he's trying to go. But it looks like they make it seem like, I love the way they shoot this where it looks like he traveled a long way, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. But then the next night comes, he slept the night outside. Had his fucking I used to love those hoodies too when we were younger.
No, the full frontal face.
Bro, and then they had the faces on there. I used to want that for a long time. But he has that on, and yeah, he spends the night outside, but he is found easily again by Bella because he didn't leave that far from the farm. It's like 200-300 meters away. He didn't travel no damn way. You can already tell just like how Bella is interacting with him that she kind of knows how to talk to kids like him. You know what I'm saying? She already knows how to, you know what I mean? And it's cool that they have that big ass farmland to really, I guess, keep it in check or whatever. But she's also very I don't know, very receptive to people or to people like Ricky. You know what I'm saying? And we learned that with Heck too, that she just knows how to talk to lost souls, I guess, So so Bella invites him back over, when he's done running away. Come and have some breakfast.
Come and have some breakfast, then you can run away.
Exactly. Yeah. So they go back, and he finally starts really talking and interacting with people. And this is his first real interaction of the movie with the homie Heck after he comes back and he's eating breakfast.
Yep.
And
getting poop on my shoes.
Look, I got poop on my kicks. I got poop on my kicks. Get away, insect. I was like, bruh, this kid is a fucking powerhouse, bruh. Give him the Oscar off of that. That shit was hilarious. And then he goes over there to the shed, chops it up with this fool Heck, who is very stoic, doesn't really respond to people, doesn't really talk. You know what I'm saying? He's like a drifter. You know what I'm saying? He's just he knows his stuff, and a survivor, very capable survivor, but a man who doesn't, very serious. But it's just always funny is the first interaction between these two, which is literally a preview of the movie to come. And fuck, the part where he asks him what his dog's name is. He says, "What's your dog's name?" My dog's name is Zag. You should get another one and name him Zig, bro. Come on, bro. So
what the hell?
Yeah, little bastard.
Bella told me I should ask you for something to do.
Yeah, give me something to do.
Okay, leave me alone.
Cool.
Walks off. We cut to Ricky packing up his bag again. Oh, okay, this is where it's at. And he realizes another toddy is in his bed. And it's here where he sits down and really hugs it.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's decided he's not going to run away. He gets dressed. He meanders around the side of the house where Bella is picking out some ferret's fur. or some weasel in the fur. There's some dead on the table.
Yeah, New Zealand bush animal.
Yeah, they talk about the bush. She mentions that's where she's from, deep in the mountains. Her people are up there. Makutekahu is the lake that almost touches the sky. The sky wets its cloak in that lake. It's so high up, and that's where her people are from. We also learned that Ricky likes to write haikus.
Very artistic, very creative kid, very imaginative. Has a writerly instinct.
That's my haiku about maggots. It's called maggots.
It's called maggots.
It's called Kiwi Uwanka. Yeah, he's like a writer. He likes books, like reading, writing. We're learning a lot more about Ricky, and we're seeing that shine through. I think feeling safe enough to stay and sit next to someone like Bella, who is so understanding. And even in that part where she finds him on the mountain, she's like very comfortable. And like you said, it's like she's been there before. I know what you're going through.
Yeah. Just
come home. We'll pick some dead stuff off. And he's like, I don't want to do dead stuff. So then they switch to like shooting a rifle. Yeah. And the kid's a good shot.
Yeah, really good shot.
He's like, damn, this kid can shoot. So they decide to go hunting.
Take him hunting. The boy can shoot. Take him. Yeah, bloody hell. Take him hunting. He can shoot. Yeah, man. And this was like, they still got that shot at the beginning with like where they show the mountain ranges, which again, I love that shot because it shows up throughout the movie and it always just shows how big the bush is. But like, this is the first time actually seeing people walk through it, right? It's the part where, after she takes him with the target practice, takes him out hunting, and they're walking through the mountain range, walking through the bush, and it's fucking huge. I think she said millions plus hectares. Yeah. And a hectare. That's what, like one is like 200 plus acres or some crazy shit.
Dang.
I don't know. I'm just making that up, but I think a hectare is fucking huge, bro. 1 hectare is huge. Hella acres.
Hectare. Look that up. A unit of area equal to a square with 100 meter sides. So
what the fuck does that mean? Layman's terms.
10,000 square meters.
Damn. How many square? That sounds like a lot. This is square. Yeah, you square anything, it sounds a lot. Well, how many square meters is in an acre?
An acre is about 0.4 hectares, and 1 hectare contains 2.5 acres.
Oh, I was hella off. Okay, so 1 hectare is 2 acres?
Yes, 2.5.
Okay, and she said there's like millions of hectares, bro.
Yeah.
That means there's double in freaking acres. Hectare and acres, bro. That's hella bush.
Yeah, you can get lost out there.
Bush. You said bush.
You said bush. You can definitely get lost out there, and plenty people do. She says, and now they're walking up this mountain trail with Zag kind of leading the way. Zag, who is a hog sniffer and kind of tells people, when there's hogs around, starts going ape. And there is they run up on was it a big pig, right?
Yeah, boar, pig, whichever. A wild one, a wild pig.
Speaking of Wilderpeople, Bella pulls out a little knife and she goes and she guts the pig like by herself. Yeah. Like she jumps down on it and she was like, "Woohoo!
Yeah,
get assaulted." Yeah. Hey, wipes the blood all over her face, and the kid is just about to faint. He's like,
Yeah, every shot with the knife and shit, bro. I was just like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this fool passes out.
Yep.
But he's like, there's definitely that relationship between Bella, who wanted to be a mom, and Ricky, who needs a family, building up. The next scene is Ricky's 13th birthday cake, which Bella is singing a custom birthday song for Ricky Baker. Ricky Baker.
Ooh, Ricky Baker. Ooh,
Ricky Baker, you are now 13 years old. And you have a heart of gold. Me and Hector, we're a trifecta.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Was rejected, now
Now accepted.
accepted.
Ricky Baker.
Ooh,
Ricky
Ricky
Baker.
Baker.
Man,
Ricky Baker.
that was cute, sweet. Ricky was very into it. Hector, not so much. Kind of burying his head in his hands, like we really got to do this.
Yeah.
And then after he blows out the candles, Bella's excited and asks Hector, should we get him his birthday present? Which is quickly revealed to be a dog, a grown dog, who Ricky's going to have to, take care of himself, be responsible for, feed, clean up after.
Instantly bonds with them. Instantly.
Yeah. They're, this is nice, right? Because Hector has Zach, right? Or the family, the farm has Zach, right? And now Ricky gets his own kind of another piece of belonging, another piece anchoring him to that farm, to that life, that house. Yeah. Accepted. Nice. I love it. Especially for someone who is looking like, he's starting to like this life, right? It's starting to be good to him. He's now like under the covers, getting tucked in, right? And happy to be there in the bed, right? Bella's there and she's like, she apologizes for it taking so long to find him. Which is cute. Very she's like, you're safe here. I know it took a long time. I'm sorry, but we're so glad we found you. We're so glad you're here. And Ricky's like, you know what? Me too. This is I love it here. This is good. Also, he was like, this is the best birthday I've ever had when he got his dog.
Oh, bro.
And then he thinks about it for a second. He's like, well, this is the only birthday I've ever had.
Oh, bro. That guy Ricky's been through some stuff, bro.
Yeah.
He's been through some stuff.
They talk about what he's going to name his dog. Something fierce to reflect his true nature. Like
Psycho,
Megatron, Tupac.
Yeah.
What's a Tupac? He's just like the best rapper and my best friend.
Yeah.
And my best friend?
Yeah.
Bro, I heard that a bunch of times, but I think like the last time I heard it, I was like, that really might be his best friend.
Tupac the dog.
No.
Tupac the rapper?
Tupac,
wait, what do you mean?
No, like Tupac's music is the only thing he has.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you? Is the spirit of Tupac his best friend? What are we talking about here, Lance? Wait, I didn't know this movie was religious. What's going on, bro?
How sad that the most constant positive presence in your life is a CD.
Oh yeah,
like you
of a slain rapper who doesn't. Oh, bro.
Oh, that shit hit me. I was like, oh, that's not a joke. That's tough.
Damn, that's a good point, man. Shit, just adds another layer of sadness to this already sad movie, bro. That's a good point, though. That's a really good point.
Bella's tucking him in. He's got another toddy in there. It's nice and warm. She makes sure that's happening. And, after she talks about, we're so glad we found you. We're so glad you're here. She tells him, are you planning to run away tonight? And he jokes. He's like, oh, no, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And she says, it's okay with me if you run away tonight. Just make sure you're back by breakfast.
Come on. Great writing, Taika. I see you, brother.
Yeah, that was crazy. Cut to first day with your dog activities, right? We're taking Tupac out into the field. We're going through the weeds and the bushes. We're running. He's not listening. Tupac's not a puppy, though. Tupac's like a year or two old.
Yeah.
Big dog, right? So he's getting around. He's moving around. Things are happening. He starts barking, not listening to Ricky. Ricky has to run after him. Tupac, where you going? Come back. Tupac's headed back for the farm. As he rounds the shed, we hear Hector crying out.
Not crying, bro. Freaking bawling,
Yeah.
wailing, just fucking crying, like just fucking yelling into Bella's body, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, bro, seeing that, like thinking about it now, I'm just like, yeah, this woman meant everything to him, right? And she was about to mean a whole lot to Ricky. She already did, and already she is gone. The first major, uh, uh, I guess, plot point of the movie right there, Bella's death. You know, the thing that basically sets everything up. You know, the big thing, and
She
fuck.
just dropped. She's just like out there doing the hanging up the laundry, and just something must have happened suddenly. And then when Hector finds her, he's just over her, like you said, wailing. Ricky gets up to the shed and stops behind it, like, what the heck is going on? If we're not sure to go in or to stay or what was happening, but definitely seeing that was a gut punch, especially right after, that home, like, glad you're here scene, and to cut to this. And screw you, Taika. You knew what you were doing here.
Yeah, now we know to expect like extreme sadness when some happiness is shown on screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when something looks like it's about to like come together, like with a Taika movie, now we have to expect sadness to come around the corner in the next fucking act or scene or whatever, because goddamn, he's always been good at that.
Every boy, Jojo Rabbit, it's just, it's crazy. Gut punch. We cut to a cameo from the director himself as we go to the funeral, set in a small church, a few people attending, Ricky and Hector sitting up front. And Taika's talking about, the pastor is talking about, the door and what to be ready for, and Jesus, it's not vegetables. Jesus is tricky like that.
The first door, there's candy in there. Go through that door, there's another door. What's in the other door?
And someone's like, Jesus? It's like, you would think it's Jesus, but no, Jesus is tricky like that. But beyond that door is another door. What's behind that door?
Vegetables?
Is it Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus is tricky like that.
But
is that the same pastor from Next Goal Wins?
Those are
he crosses universes. He went into different fucking universes, bro.
This one was like unkempt. The beard was big. The hair was out. I was like, is that what I look like if I don't put product in my... This guy was like, just like over it. The one in Next Goal Wins was a buck-tooth, goofy narrator.
They could be family. What if he's setting up Taika lore in all of his movies? That like through the pastor, like there's some kind of existential lore.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
He's always
each one is
a different pastor.
Yeah, and they're each like family members. They're like cousins or brothers or something.
Like Rick and Morty, the League of Ricks, but instead it's Taika pastors. Just making fun of.
No, I didn't want to go that deep. I was just thinking like a family full of pastors who went out to different, places. Yo, the Council of Ricks is crazy, bro. The Council of Taika pastors, bro. Yeah. So they're cutting to the funeral of Bella. Hector and Ricky are in the front
walks
row.
out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Hector just straight walks out. Driving in the car, from there driving into the car on the way back home, and you put in the note what song is playing. I didn't even know that was it. But as Hector's driving, he slows down, and then it stops the car, to gather himself. He's fucking, Bella's gone, and then he drives off.
It's silence, right? There's no like communicating between either of these guys in this car, between Ricky or Heck. Heck just has to literally stop. It's not safe for him to drive for a bit as he collects himself and really like mini processes, his loss. Definitely doesn't get full into it. He keeps on going. But we get chapter 2, another door, kind of what Taika Pastor was talking about. And this is like, okay, what is next? What's the next step? Because Ricky's like trying to cook breakfast, trying to keep things going on. But it looks like Heck is trying to start preparing for the bush life. He's like sharpening his axe and getting things ready around the house. Heck hands this letter to Ricky and he's like, read this out loud, you know? And it's a letter from Child Services, Paula Hall, saying, you know, in light of the altered circumstances, we're going to have to take Ricky away. I'll be there next week to pick him up. I'm doing everything I can to find him a home. Yep. To which Ricky's like, I don't want to freaking go. I live here. This is my family.
Heck's not according to the state.
Heck's like, nah,
not according to the state, buddy.
Yeah. So they're about to come and pick him up. And Heck is like, cool, fine. My wife died. This kid's out the way. I'm going to go, me and my dog are going to go live out in the bush. I'm going to just like make my life out there. He doesn't have like the propensity or the want to keep farming Bella's farm. Like that's not his life. He's like a hands-on bushman. So he's like, yeah, they're going to come get you. I'm out. And he's like, yeah, run away to the bush. That sounds like a good idea. He's like, nah. I'm going by myself.
Sounds a lot like me. Yeah. Looking at the mountain, and this fool Heck's just like, I wasn't talking about you. You're going back to the state, dude.
Disappear? Yeah, that sounds more like me. Instead of going back with the coppers.
Yeah, bro.
But he tells them, yo, you wouldn't last 5 minutes out there. Don't even try it. Just wait for child welfare to come back and they'll, you know, come and take you back to the city.
Yeah.
And then before Hector gets going, he's got to pack up everything in the house.
Yeah.
So he's taking everything, all of Bella's stuff down. He even puts Bella's ashes into a box. Yeah. To which Ricky protests. He's like, yo, she said she wanted to go back to her people after. She wants to go back to the lake up that touches the sky. You can't just put her in a box in storage. And he's like, shut up, go away. He's like, I'm not trying to deal with this. But, you know, that night, Ricky decides to run away. And he's definitely not trying to get picked up by child services. But he realizes that there's no toddy, there's no hot bag in his bed anymore. And, you know, he's got to move on. But he decides to take Bella's ashes with him when he runs away, which is, you know, admirable. He also has the gun. But before he goes, he has to kind of fake his death so that no one follows him or tries looking for him.
What the fuck, bro?
This guy.
Yeah. So he sets up a dummy of himself in the shed and just pours hella gasoline on there, lights that shit. But before he does that, he puts out a note. Puts out a note for the coppers to find. Typical Taika fashion with the children's handwriting, the quick zoom in, what the letter says. He's letting him know that, hey, goodbye, cruel world. Okay, I forget what else he says in there.
Burned myself to death in this barn.
Oh,
yeah. As you can see, if you look inside this barn, Ricky Baker.
Yeah, bro.
It's like he filled his like sweatshirt with hay, and then drew a human face on a Dixie paper plate.
Yeah.
Put a hat over it.
Yeah. Fucking dumb. So, he lights it up. He lights up the entire shed because he's... Whoops. My bad. Lights up the entire shed, and he's off on his fucking journey into the bush.
Yeah. Time to get lost.
Yeah. About to get lost, man. So we head into chapter 3. Throughout the movie, he's literally dividing each act and scene by chapters, and it just gives like this like very whimsical look, very innocent, childlike look into what's going on, and they present it like a story. You know what I'm saying? Like a real story that I could read from a book, which is crazy because Ricky's super into books and he's, you know, writerly, you know. So this fool Ricky heads into the bush and is super lost right here in chapter 3. Goodbye, Ricky Baker. They have that shot, right? So Taika has like he does these same shots over like throughout the movie to show like the passage of time or like how big the scope is that they're working in. And in this
Oh,
shot, you know what I'm saying? And like this shot is like the 360 degree. I like that shot. I like the way that looks. That 360 passage of time where Ricky is just lost through the fucking bush, because it makes it look like what he's doing, which is like going around in circles, not knowing where he's going. So yeah, Ricky's just proving Heck's theory that he would not last 5 minutes in there because he was fucking he was just.
And after
everywhere.
he eats all his rations, he's like, "Come on, Tupac, let's go home."
Bruh.
And gets even more lost.
Bruh, he said, "All right, 5 down, 10 to go."
He eats all his sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Luckily, Heck finds him after this guy starts freaking seeing his dog as like a what happened?
No, that hallucination scene was fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh, he sees his dog as like a cake.
Yeah. And then he turns around and looks, and then he sees a burger, and then he speaks to him, and he speaks to him in Heck's voice. It's like, "You lost?" And then it turns back into Heck, and dog, that shit had me dying. So what happened after what happened after Heck found him?
You're lost. I'm not lost. You're hella lost. You're so lost. I'm surprised how lost you got yourself. So he's like, "Yo, we're taking you back. I'm taking you back to the cops. I don't even want you out here. You're annoying." But he goes down. They're walking back, and this fool is like talking about books or something.
Yeah, he said, he was talking about books, and this like he said, books are freaking lame or some shit. And then this fool Ricky's like, only people who don't know how to read say things like that.
Reading is stupid.
Yeah, reading is stupid.
Reading is stupid. Only people that can't read say things like that. Slow turn.
That's
slow
a crazy
turn.
reveal,
Hat brim comes up, revealing the eyes, who are like very disrespected right now.
And just fucking embarrassed, bro.
Yeah, Ricky's like, "What? No!
Yeah, you one of those people. You one of those.
You can't read."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I see. Oh, what are these? These look like words. Bro, he was
You can't read. You dumb. You're like one of those people like raised by wolves or something, hey!
Bro.
Oh,
bro.
Ooga, me. You know me.
Who's roasting the dog shit out of him,
and he's getting so mad.
Bro.
This is words. Me stupid.
Bro, and then the action shots when he's clenching his fist, just ready to fucking beat the dog shit out of him. And then, bro. And then, boom. Heck's foot gets stuck between branches, and he fractures his ankle, bro. Fractures his ankle and falls because he was trying to beat the dog shit.
Because he was about to whoop a kid.
Bro, what? How fast do you let Ricky get under his skin like that, bro? But you know what? I'd be mad too. Like, hey, don't be talking about the fact that I can't read like that, okay? And we're out here in this bush. I can beat the dog shit out of you. You're like, yeah. See, I don't want to be disrespected like that. You little shit. If it wasn't for me, you would not be surviving right now. Don't make fun of my lack of reading skills. Oh, fuck. I got a headache.
That's funny. Ricky takes pity on him, grabs his broken ankle, and lifts it up out of the tree branch.
Starts screaming, bro. Oh, bro. And it just transitions straight into Broken Foot Camp, Chapter 4. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm tripping.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
so they can't move, so they got to camp there.
They got to camp. He said it's fractured, takes about 6 weeks to heal. And god damn, that's crazy. This I'll bring it up later. But after he says that, that's when it cuts to Paula and Andy. They made it back to Bella and them's farm and seen that the shed is now burnt down, and this fool Paula calls it in. She calls it into her superiors, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It turns into a fucking into a big old case of misunderstanding, and Paula is super serious about her stupid fucking job. And yeah. That's when it
His mom is
transitions
super
into.
serious about it.
She
Yeah.
is, bro, hella serious. That's when she throws the plate at this fool Andy after they find Ricky's, head.
How do
His
you know
face.
this isn't a real foster child? This isn't a real foster child head. How do you know? It's made out of paper plate.
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Transitions into
Chapter 4.
chapter 4, Broken Foot Camp, and they set up a real a real nice one. And this fool Heck is just laid up. He's laid up, and
Yeah.
he's basically been telling Ricky, what to do, how to do things, and they have a pretty nice setup, bro. A pretty nice campsite. You know what I'm saying? I'd chill out there for like a night or two.
That's like the Moana kind of Moana and Maui, when Maui gets like immobilized by the dart and he has to teach her how to sail. Like, I have the knowledge, but you got to be the hands. You got to do this. So the same way Heck is like, go build this shelter, get us like a fire going, go hunt for some leaves or some birds or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, just figuring it out. He can't leave, he can't move. Heck can't move, but also Ricky can't run away because otherwise he'll get lost and die. So they have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're talking about what helps surviving out there, it's people go crazy because they get dehydrated or they lose their cells. They panic. Mm-hmm. They find themselves naked because they think their clothes are slowing them down or something like that. They go like some sort of psychosis. But
just teaching them how to survive, man. How to just brave through the bush.
And like have that knack. The knack. How do you survive out here? You got it or you don't, right? You got to have the knack to make things work, to roll with the punches. But this fool goes out and tries to hunt. He's very unsuccessful. Comes back with a couple leaves.
Yeah.
What's that? It's a salad.
Yeah.
But luckily, Heck wobbled down to the creek and got an eel for them to eat.
Yeah.
But they have they also talk about processing trauma in that fireside chat.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you've got to process, losing Bella. I mean,
yeah.
You haven't processed yet. You just got to process that. Like I did with my.
Do you miss Auntie Bella?
Wait, what did he say?
He said, "Do you miss Auntie Bella?" And then that's when Heck said, "Be quiet," or shh, playfully shushing him. And then that's when he said, "Oh no, you haven't processed your trauma. You got to learn to process that." I was like, "Damn, bro! No, this kid is emotionally mature. Hell yeah."
Yeah. He talks about one of his foster friends, Amber, who it kind of shows how foster kids are kind of thrown to the wayside and people don't really care or believe them. Talking about the new family she moved to. Once she got to that family, she started making trouble and she wasn't heard from after accusing the dad of like molesting her. And all of a sudden she died. I had to process that. And like it shows, I mean,
that for ages.
It's and he's talking about it like a motivational story for Heck. I went through something, you can go through it. This is how you have to do it. But it also shows us, more of Ricky's backstory, like where he's from and how he's been treated, and his contemporaries also are treated.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And Heck realizes that. Heck's also like, oh damn, this kid's been through some shit.
Yeah.
So maybe that's kind of starting to, their relationship kind of melts.
It's true, huh? Yeah. It definitely shows the differences between them and how they process like grief. We got this old ass fool in his close to 70s, you know what I'm saying, not processing anything at all, just trying to move on from it. Then you got this smart ass kid over here telling him the truth, telling some real stuff. And I like seeing the differences between that too, because it just makes them coming together that much better. Seeing them, seeing their backstory, especially Ricky's, I feel like we can kind of see like Heck's backstory without him talking about it. Just look like an afterthought to society, I guess. Bushman, a literal bushman. Nobody really cared about. Yeah, trouble. Trouble. Him and Ricky are the same. Drifters. Yeah. Troublemakers.
Oh, wow,
They're the exact same. You know, one is just more extroverted than the other. The other one looks like
Ricky
he'll just
Baker.
fucking murder you. Ricky Baker. Oh, Ricky Baker.
Which he's had to do in the past, we find out.
Yeah.
Chapter 5, famous.
Yep.
They're now that Hex ankle is healed up, they can move. He kind of fashions a cane out of a big stick. They start walking down.
My fault, man. It's just so crazy that they really stayed there for 6 weeks because, like, I'm still trying to figure out the passage of time in the beginning with Ricky when he showed up. Did all that happen in 3 days? Ricky shows up, has his birthday, then Bella dies. Did that happen in 3 days, or did like a year or two?
Yeah, no, I want to say at least within a year. Like
within
maybe
a year, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's like less than a year of when he was there, but I think definitely more than 3 days. Like his comfortability and like the love kind of had grown by then, and he's like felt accepted. I mean, aside from Hector, who was just like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I think up to his 13th birthday, and then the day after that,
that's when
Bella passed away, and they gotta go, and things start happening. But yeah, there are a bunch of like mentioned time jumps in here. You know,
those
we've been on the run for 5 months.
Yeah,
you know, I had to stay with that family for a year.
That was the only one that confused me was the beginning. Everything else made perfect sense, you know what I'm saying? And the time skips made a lot more sense, and it was shown to me, you know, really well. But the beginning with that, I was like, what the? But then now that I'm thinking about it, after Bella kills the pig to his birthday, it only makes sense that, you know, weeks or months have passed since in between, you know, for them to build that kind of relationship.
Yeah. That it felt like they built it more.
Right. Okay.
But now they're walking. They get to like this little hunting hut cabin that people can stay in there and use. It's like a shared resource. Is that available here? Like, I mean, I guess.
I think I think so. And like campsites, big old campsites will probably have like cabins and stuff, like little huts and shit.
Yeah, it's just so people can get out of the wilderness for a little bit. It's just like remote little one-offs like that. But
maybe there's like, you know, like original Bushmen who are out there build some shit, and then maybe they're gone now and it's just out there chilling.
Well, yeah, you need like every 30 miles somewhere to camp or something. So yeah, I guess like built up. Bro. Yeah, every freaking 8 hectares. Well,
every freaking 8 hectares.
So Hector notices a wanted poster. The first thing the kid notices is freaking books. Wait, toilet paper. Yeah. He's super happy to see a building, especially after being out in the wilderness.
They got beds.
They got beds, books.
Yeah.
And they read this wanted poster, and it talks about, you know, be on the lookout for these 2 people. One of them's an old man who may be traumatized from his wife's recent passing, and another is a kid. We're not ruling out kidnapping. And he's like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, I didn't kidnap you. That's so dumb. Yeah. He's like, Uncle, we're famous. Don't call me Uncle. Like, it's still on that. And then some hunters come in, some other hunters, and they're like, oh, it's got a bit of explaining to do. Everyone's out here looking for you guys.
You too.
It's been a month and a half, right? So missing child, you know, I guess, you know, now the time is built up where the words got out, the public is informed, and they're on the lookout. But he's explaining, I broke my leg and we had to stay up there, but I'm freaking I was trying to get this kid back to them. You know, it's like, oh, people are looking for y'all. People are on the lookout for you, old man.
You can take him. You can take him. I'm staying here.
Yeah, he's like hell you are. People want answers, so they're gonna take them both down. But Ricky's like accidentally starts talking about how he had to be the hands for Heck. Yeah, so I had to do things I didn't want to do them, but he made me do them. But we had to. Sometimes it was for him. But it sounded like he was talking about like jerking him off or something.
You said that so crazy.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, we put some footing around this. Okay. Yeah.
It was yeah, because freaking Ricky is so damn young and innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's over here describing exactly how it went. That's exactly what he had to do. But just the way he was saying it, it was like, yeah, it's like he was describing that he had to jerk off Heck. This guy lands.
And Heck is like hearing what they're saying.
Yeah,
the hunters are like hearing it and looking at Heck, and they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, you POS."
Yeah, I mean, what are you
wow, we're gonna beat this old man up.
Yeah, this dude Heck's just like, dude, stop.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's saying. Stop talking, Ricky. Fuck,
shut
man.
up, Ricky.
Yes,
yeah, shut up, Ricky.
Only I can say that.
Oh, what is it? Oh, brainwashing.
Yeah, brain. Fucking bastards, bro. Those 3 hunters were manipulation. Yeah, bro. Those hunters were funny, bro. But yeah. So Ricky is describing what happened, and those hunters misunderstand him, and now they got even a bigger incentive to try to, get this fool Hector and Ricky out of here. And they start calling him a pervert, and it doesn't leave Hector's name until everything is done at the end. Everybody thinks he's a fucking pervert.
He stole this kid to take him out into the bush.
Take advantage of him, but it's bro, this isn't what happened. No, I let me clear my name, Your Honor.
Yo, he's like, fuck. I don't want that getting around. Right? I don't want word erroneously getting out there that I'm a pervert or anything. They start a fight. He's getting beat up a little bit. Ricky grabs a gun. Bah! Get off my uncle!
Bro, he was holding his own too. He was beating the shit out of those 3.
Yeah.
He was fucking them up, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, they escape. They take the hunter's rifles. They freaking break them down, throw them away, and they run off. And they got to get out of there. They finally escape, like, up to a mountain. And Heck is like, Ricky, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
You gotta watch what you're saying. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, did you not hear what you were saying? Oh. Now everyone's gonna think you're a molester. He's like, oh man, we gotta get out of here,
bro. Before those 3 try to fight Heck, it was so funny what led to that, bro. When the leader of the 3 was just like, hey, pervert.
Yeah.
And then this fool Heck was just like, say that again.
Say that again.
Say that again. But he looked scared the second time.
Hey,
he was acting scary. He was
looked over at his friends. You guys gonna back me up?
Yeah.
And mumbled it.
Pervert. Bro, fucking their asses up, man.
Also on the wanted poster, Faulkner is cock.
Oh yeah,
Asian. Well, that's wrong because you're obviously white.
Yeah.
they think I'm a kidnapper and Asian.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Come on.
So they decide, yo, we got to get out there. We can't go back now. Everyone's wilding out. We just screw it. Don't even care about what the story's going to be. We just got to run. We got to escape into the bush. We got to get out there. And they're pretty up high on a mountain on the scene. It's a beautiful shot. And they're like, yo, we're out there. Me and you together. Wilderpeople activate. To which we open up chapter 6, close to the sky. They end up on the side of this huge mountain and looking out. And Heck's like, pretty majestical. And Ricky's like, I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's majestic. Majestical sounds better. And Ricky starts asking him, are we around the place that Antibella's from? Antibella's people? And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, Antibella said she was from up here. Like, her people were deep in the mountains.
Bella doesn't know where she's from.
Yo, he's like, nah, she never knew her family. She was kind of a foster child like you. Like, she didn't, that's why she took pity on us. Yeah. Like me, a wanderer, a drifter, you, a foster child. She just, that was her heart of gold. And
Rick was kind of like dejected. It felt like,
yeah, he was like, well, I mean, he has her ashes in his bag, and Heck still doesn't know that. But he's like, yo, I'm trying to get her back. You know, her final mission was, well, what she told me was when she dies, she wants to go back to her people.
Yep.
So he's like low-key still has a side mission of like trying to get her back to her final resting place.
Yeah.
But
it's like it's like he looked dejected because it's like he figured out that she was like lying to him. But she wasn't really, you know what I mean? That's how I took it when he was when Heck was telling him the story, telling him Bella's story, and then when he looks at her ashes, like he looks dejected, like, oh well, I mean, I have her ashes now, but she doesn't know where she's from. She's lost too, so now I have them. You know, that's how I took it. That's what made that scene even like a little sad for me. I was like, oh shit, bro. But then, you know, but still, I was just like, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker.
But she said it like, I mean, when she said it to him, she was like breathing in the sunlight from her people. Yeah. Like, I really believe that. I took this part as Heck just being ignorant. Like, Heck, I was hoping like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He just assumed like, you know, yeah, I don't know. Why would he say that though?
Yeah.
Hey,
he knows her way better than Ricky would.
And then if it was a lie, the way that would affect Ricky in believing like, oh, I thought it was true. I thought she was real.
Yeah, he didn't know
that. Damn.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I took it as that. I was like, oh man, he's got her ashes, and now he doesn't know where to spread them at because she might have lied to me.
Yeah.
You know? Shit.
But they decide we can't go back. We gotta escape into the bush. And Ricky's like, so what do we do now? And Heck's like, we run. And they start doing like the warrior and what is the movie? What?
The Deadlands?
Yeah, the Deadlands. They're like, we run, and they start running away. They get over one hill before Heck's like, oh, my foot.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we just fast walk.
Yeah, we could speed walk. Yeah, that's right.
We get to Paula's TV interview where people, the hosts of the morning show or the evening show, are like, Ricky Baker's been lost for months now. What are you doing? What's happening? What kind of child are we dealing with? And she's like, steal stuff, break stuff, stuff is a terrible child. He's like, I mean, but still, he's scared out there. Oh no, Ricky Baker's not scared.
Yeah.
He's a spanner in the works, and I'm the mechanic that's gonna take that spanner and put it back in the toolbox.
Okay.
No child left behind. No child left behind.
Oh, okay.
Looks at the camera. No child left behind.
Fucking unhinged. Paula is unhinged. She's crazy.
She gets crazier and crazier.
Yo, what? Yeah. So after that, what happens? It comes back to them back in the bush, and they're looking at the map, trying to figure out where they are, and then they hear another bird sound. So
stupid bird.
It's the bush. There's gonna be birds in there.
Yeah.
So it wants Ricky wants him to shut up, but then Heck tells him to look. Like, hey, check that fucking bird out, okay?
Yo, look at the bird.
Just look at it. All right.
Black bird, long tail, curved beak, bright colors, but also all black, but some like bright reds or bright blues. Like he's like, that's a huya. That's a huya bird.
Huya.
He's like, what? He's like, they're supposed to be extinct.
Yeah.
Like that's people would pay a lot of money to see that. The people that found the extinct bird would become very famous.
Mm-hmm.
They move on and they get to another hut, another cabin, lodging. And Ricky Baker's like switching out his book. He switches farm animals for something else, but Animal Farm. And Hector's like, what are you doing?
I hate that book. Sorry.
I haven't read it.
Yeah, no, we read that shit in elementary school. I hate that book. It's boring. All right, sorry. All right, so yes, go ahead.
Heck's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting new books. He's like, look for warm things.
Yeah, look for food and warm things.
Look for blankets and food and beans.
Shut up, you can't read. That's what I would have said to him, bro. Shut your ass up. You can't read, Hector. Shut up. You find the food in the warmth. All right? I'm going to give us some books.
That was a pretty cool montage of them out in the bush and freaking yeah, getting a move on. But they're in now. They find this guy that is going into like diabetic shock.
Yeah.
Uh, a ranger is like laying there on the bed and no, he's about to die. So someone has to go and get help. Um, and Ricky offers to leave because he doesn't want to stay with the about to die person.
Yeah.
And so it's like a 2-hour trek to a village to go call for some help. So Ricky gets a move on and, making his journey. He's a lot more skilled now, a lot less likely to get, lost. Him and Tupac are out there and they make it through. As he exits the bush, there's a girl on a horse that almost like knocks him over, and he's like, whoa. And he's explaining the situation. There's a ranger out there and he needs some help. Can you call a helicopter?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let me call it in. No, doesn't look like it yet.
We need a helicopter up here ASAP. Over.
Yeah. Does it look like I can call it? Look like I can call the chopper?
Radio?
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, we got to go call the cops. Got to go call the officer or the ranger. Got to go call the ranger. Somebody.
The helicopter to come grab the ranger, but she knows like the freaking contact people. He has to jump on this horse, and they get to her house. She makes a phone call. Go check and make sure to save this guy. Probably like a pilot or something. And she's also like offering him. This is where we enter the next chapter, which is called A Normal Life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird going from like the bush and the forest and the mountains to the inside of a living room connected to a kitchen. Sausages. Do you want to eat any of this? Opens up the refrigerator. You can have any of this. A TV is playing. It's like
they're back in the city. Yeah. It's like they're back in the city. Like just a house like that in the middle of nowhere. It seems like. You know what I'm saying? Like right there in the bush, and it's just like a little slice of the city right there, of again a normal life. You got Kahu over here offering them sausages. She's super talkative. You know what I'm saying? Talks to him about her family.
I can talk for ages.
Yeah, and she knows exactly who he is because in the background of the movie. We're learning that. Well, I mean, it is a chapter, but we're learning that Ricky and Hector are super famous, bro. You know what I'm saying? The manhunt is on. Everybody knows who they are. So she's trying to help him out, and then she just keeps talking, and Ricky is just fucking smitten with her.
Oh
yeah.
The Cadbury music is playing in the background.
What is Cadbury music?
Oh, like the chocolate, Cadbury chocolate.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all the commercial that he saw.
Yeah. So the commercial instrumental kind of takes over, and he's just like seeing her through like a light and the wind fan for her hair.
Yeah.
And she's just like talking and telling him. Her dad comes back, and he's like, "Oh, Ricky Becca, what? Keep doing what you're doing, boy." Hey, I would hate myself if I didn't ask, but can I get a selfie? Yeah, that was hilarious. He takes some pictures and then leaves. Funny. Then we also get her playing a guitar as Ricky's kind of sitting there. I don't know if they're eating or something, but he falls asleep to her. Wait, they had to have talked about something before. Before he falls asleep.
Mm-hmm. I think they were talking about their family.
His mom.
Okay. His mom. She's
like,
oh yeah, he shows her the pic. Yes, that's right. Yep, his mom.
He's like, did you know your parents? He's like, I never knew my dad, and my mom shows her a picture of like a girl in high school or it's a school picture, right? And he's like, oh, this is okay. She probably had you when she was super young. He's like, I don't know if she wants me. Just like, of course she wanted you. She just, she was a girl, probably didn't have the resources to raise you.
Yeah.
but that's part of him, you know, us learning more about Ricky's story and him like us understanding, yeah, okay, always outcast from the jump, from the beginning of his life, he was put out, you know, and sent to somewhere else. But he's really feeling at home, you know. I mean, probably some love feelings, but she starts playing Turn Your Lights Down Low. Her dad also vocalizes in, and this fool falls asleep. Now, he was supposed to get back there to warn Hector that cops were coming to save this guy, right? But he wakes up the next morning, the light of dawn, the light of the morning, maybe not even dawn. This is like 8, 10, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. And he was they let him sleep in. They said it. Like, he slept in.
He's like, oh no. And then he pops up and she's like, you slept in. He's like, no, I have to go get my uncle.
Yeah.
She drops him off by horseback. And, you know.
This dismount's fucking terrible, bro.
We gotta work on your dismounts, bro. Catch you up, Ricky Baker. Catch you up. He runs back to the house that had the, you know, ranger dying in it to find a helicopter buzzing, police units all over the place, medical professionals over there, canine unit sniffing around, and the Paula Hall with Andy Tappan. And she's freaking got the diabetic coma ranger, and she's like yelling in his face, where'd they go? I know you know something. Where'd they go? She's like, Paula, relax. Andy introduces her to the IT guy who's setting up the Stingray unit, which is like a fake cell phone tower, so that if there's anybody in the area with a cell phone on, it'll ping their location and they'll know exactly where they are. And she's like, yeah, they're about to get Stingray. Yeah, let's set that up. Paula is freaking wilding out. But yeah,
did you figure that all you figured that out yourself, Gav? Like damn,
they must have left before we got here. It's like, oh, thanks, Gavin, you smarty.
Like, bitch, don't talk to me like that. Shut up. Oh, it was bad. He had a lisp too. Oh shit.
That's the end of A Normal Life. We opened chapter 8, The Knack. And we got Ricky Baker and Hector on the run. These legends are being reported by people that are like reporters are now out there on the trail. Like they've become a national heroes, legendary bush people. You know, everyone's wondering, the talk of the town. They're super famous. But they're separated. They don't know they're separated, right? And what would, you know, Ricky's like, what would Uncle do?
He was freaking out at first.
Yeah.
He was freaking out at first.
What do I do? I'm by myself. I have all this knowledge and experience now, but right now I got to make it happen. And he's like, what would Hector do? Find water, follow it to higher ground, which is like the one thing he said to him when they were talking, you know, at Broken Foot Camp. So he's like trying to find his way through the bush, and he gets spotted by Paula Hall. And she's like, Ricky Baker, stop right there. Ricky Baker. Luckily, there's like this chasm between them that's like they can't climb down and climb back up to him. But she's trying to bribe him. Come back. You know, I'll give you these snacks. Come back. Just say the old man made you do all this crazy stuff, and then I'll make sure you don't go to juvie. Okay?
No deal.
Yeah, no deal. You don't turn on family.
Yeah. Turn on family. Shit, bro. Oh, that's when they got the trailer part in there, right? Well, I'm like the Terminator.
Yeah.
I'm like the Terminator.
I'm like the Terminator. I'm more like the Terminator than you. You're more like Sarah Connor. And in the first one, when she couldn't do chin-ups. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
But she's like, you can have these snacks, which Ricky is not opposed to. He looks hungry, right?
Yeah.
We'll make sure you don't go to juvie, which is like also something he's like, okay, I'm listening. And then she says, we'll find you a new Bella. And that's when he's like, oh, no, I'm out. And he runs off again.
That's right.
Oh, man.
What is it from there? What is it from there?
On the river.
Yeah.
Reunited.
Yeah. He does that fucking whistle. Woo! He was at the top of the river. That shit was tight, bro. Definitely showing that Ricky has the knack. Definitely has the knack for it, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, it was a preview of when he left the second hut, but him finding his way to Hector was tight, bro. He definitely put everything he learned into motion to get there.
Yeah,
and I like that they didn't like have that be a long ass part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I appreciate that they cut right to the chase and that they did find each other. You know what I'm saying? I thought they're gonna make that be hella long, but I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, they're reunited. Hector's like, so you went to her house, you ate a sausage, and you fell asleep. He's like, it was a good sausage. I was tired.
Yeah.
But they run up on those three hunter guys
Those
from the
fucking
earlier
weirdos.
cabin.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, there you are. They put their guns out on them. They take their guns again. They explain there's a $10,000 reward. Ricky's like, let us know when it gets to 20. When they ask, tell them the Wilderpeople were here. The Wilder what?
Wilderpeople.
The Wilderpeople.
Wilderpeople. Shit just got real again.
So they go out, and Hector's explaining, this is cool being on the run in the bush, but you're a young person. You're a young adult. Eventually, you have to go back to society. Right? I'm gonna stay out here because this is my shit. But you have to go back to people. This is not healthy for you. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna go back and become a gangster or a drug dealer or something. Fine, let's I'll do that.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not a gangster. I know gangsters, okay, and you definitely aren't one. He's like, were they skunks? And he's like, what the hell? What does that mean? Skunks. Cool, spunky, brainy, good looking, skunks. He's like, what the? But that's gonna come into play later.
I remember seeing skunks like on Twitter back in like the early 2010s, and I thought like skunks had been around like forever. So to see Heck not know what skunks is, I was like, oh, okay. And this shit is it's new slang, I guess. Newish slang.
Okay, so that was like current slang at the time. Or still.
I don't see skunks like that now that I think about it.
I've never heard about it before. So
for real, bro,
yeah.
I don't see it now. Hey, okay. New Zealand, Australia, hold on, KT, Lua, tell us do people still say skunks out there, bruh?
Skunks life.
You know skunks sucks, dude. Think of another word.
Zag, the OG dog, sniffs out a hog.
Yeah.
A huge wild boar. This one is like the size of the one that killed Robert Baratheon. Like, it's freaking massive. Yeah. It looks like a small hippo. Like, it's a big. It's definitely bigger than the one Bella killed by herself earlier in the movie. But Zag goes down into this like decline to go and bark at it and call it out. This freaking boar takes its tusks and fights Zag, gets Zag right in the stomach and rips him up. To which Hector is like, oh, hell no, jumps down like on some Mission Impossible parachute type camera, and starts trying to fight the boar away. Tupac's down there, ends up running after Tupac in the distance. But Heck and his messed up leg are now there in the divot, and the boar comes right back and is charging Heck, to which Ricky has to jump down, get a couple shots off, and save Heck's life by shooting the boar and killing it right before it freaking rammed them.
Yeah.
And then
right
we get
between the eyes. Great shot by the way, Ricky Baker. Right between the eyes.
A natural.
Yeah. He's got the knack.
And then freaking Hector gets up and assesses the situation with Zag, who is tore up pretty bad, in a lot of pain. So he decides to shoot Zag using Ricky's gun. Ricky doesn't want it to happen. We can just do something else. He's like, no, they gotta move on.
Yeah.
And put Zag out of its misery.
Yeah.
that's tough. That's that connection, man and his dog, especially one that is so functional and you're out like on the trail hunting with, in the bush with all the time. So I mean, and I yeah, this was another gut punch. You kind of saw it coming, but definitely takes an emotional toll.
Yeah, but you know what, bro? What follows after makes that scene a little softer to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, it's sad that he lost Zag, but when so they bury Zag, and they he carves out his little headstone with the rocks, buries him, and from there, that's when they cut to this part where this really beautiful looking river. You know what I'm saying? Like a little waterfall. Like it looks, it's beautiful.
It's high up.
Yeah, high up. And Heck is washing his hands in the river, and then that's when it pans to Ricky, and in his hand he has the box with Bella's ashes, and it's the first time Heck is finding out that Bella was with them the entire time. So Heck pulls the box out, and they're both, doing what they do, reflecting, and then it shows Heck spreading Bella's ashes into the river, into the waterfall. Yeah. It's a beautiful spot. And I'm bringing that up because it, like, with Zag, yeah, that's sad. But when it felt like he was finally able to not just accept, because he accepted Bella's death, but to be able to process it better with the death of Zag. Because he had already lost Bella right there, and then Zag dies. He didn't really, I know that, like, the bond between a man and a dog is precious and stuff, but he didn't seem to take it as bad as Bella. Granted, it's his wife. I get it. There's going to be differences. But I don't know. It just, him spreading Bella's ashes into the waterfall made me, like, not as sad about what he did with Zag. I don't know. It just felt like Heck made a huge, Heck hit a like a turning point as far as how to process grief, especially after his little talks with Ricky about it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like not a lot of time to process Zag, but I thought these two scenes.
They got the police after him. Wow, sorry.
Yeah. I thought these two scenes back to back were a little fast, like especially right after losing. If I lost my dog, I'd want like an hour.
Fair enough.
But he has the box ready to go right when Heck turns away from washing his hands at the river. Very beautiful scene. He doesn't even tell him anything. He just hands the box of her ashes to him, and he's like, he goes and spreads it. And as they're packing up camp, he's like, so she's been with us the whole time, eh? And he says, well, it's a good place, pretty close to the sky here. And then he says, thanks for bringing her, mate. And then they keep on. They go back out on the run. Oh yeah. But that's that was a Bella closure, right? She gets to go to where she wanted to go, and like also closure for Heck, and getting her ashes out and releasing her back to her people.
Yeah. I like that, man.
2 more chapters. Chapter 9, Turn of the Tide. The police are chasing in. They're on the back of the trail. They're hiding like underneath the walkway as the police walk by them. And I immediately thought, I was like, oh, this is like when the hobbits are hiding from the freaking whatever thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Lord of the Rings. And that's exactly what Ricky Baker is like. I was trying to tell you this was like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hell yeah.
So they're running out. They end up on the side of this river, and they see this bush kind of crawling along.
Yo.
Shout out to Reese Darby, who plays Psycho Sam.
This dude might be like you said Rachel House was your MVP. This might be my MVP.
Oh, okay.
You know this fucking guy, bro.
None of his tools work.
Yeah, none of it works. He forgot to fix the clap on, clap off light. Like, bro, he is just out there, bruh. And his short amount of screen time, I was dying when Sam was on the screen every time. All right, so go on.
He got the moldy biscuits, the no clap light, the not dug tunnel.
Come on, bro.
Can't find the keys to Crumpy. But Psycho Sam is like a conspiracy theorist that lives out in the woods. No one's ever been out there. He's been out there for like 15 years. And he's heard about these people. They can come hang out with him. He's got like little radio gadgets, gizmos kind of wired up on his table. He's got 2 books, one called The Truth ? And the other one called Conspiracy Theories.
Yeah. QAnon, yeah, bro. QAnon far right freaking nutcase right here.
You grab my conspiracy theories book.
Yeah. And you know what, like, now that we're talking about it, you know what's pissing me off about him? Is the fact that, like, I feel like people who are super into QAnon stuff would be fully prepared for when the government finally attacks them. The government was ready for, you know what I'm saying? The government was, was trying to do, trying to get Hector and Ricky, but this fool Sam wasn't prepared.
No.
You
would expect someone that lived out there for that long to be better prepared, to have better equipment, to like have stuff that worked, to be if something was going to happen, to have avenues to escape or something like that. He does not.
Prepare better, doomsday preppers. How can you be a doomsday prepper when your shit sucks, dude?
For comedic relief.
Right? Yeah. Don't think too deeply about it, man.
They're in a bunk bed that night, and Sam asks, Sam Neill, Heck asks Ricky what he's writing. It's just a little haiku. He's like, read it to me, let me know. He's hesitant at first. He's like, it's dumb, I don't want to share it, but he goes, trees, birds, rivers, sky, running with my Uncle Heck, living forever. It's his latest haiku. Heck doesn't say anything. Ricky's like, see, I told you it was stupid. And Heck's like, no, actually, that's the first time I've ever heard my name in a poem. And I liked it a lot. That was great.
Yeah. Exactly. They're getting closer. They're bonding.
Yeah. And they're talking about, well, why didn't you and Bella ever have kids? We're talking about that. Right. He's like, Bella wanted kids, but I couldn't, and that's part of the reason, we wanted to get you, or she wanted to get you. I didn't want you. You can't call me uncle. Ricky's like, oh, that's sad. People that want babies can't have them. And some people have babies and don't want them.
Yep.
I got thrown out. You can't have kids, but luckily they met and kind of bonded together. Chapter 10. War.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Okay.
Ricky, as the next morning, is drawing outside. And he notices some stuff in the bush, in the tree line. People are like stacking formations. People are running around a little bit. And he runs inside and he's like, hey, Uncle Heck, we got to get out of here. Uncle Heck, we got to get out of here.
I know. I can't stand this guy's cooking. We do got to get out of here.
We'll leave first thing in the morning. No, we have to leave now. They're here. Who's here? Sam comes running inside.
The government. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
They're here. Sam had plugged in Ricky's phone that wasn't getting any service, and it connected to the cops' Stingray machine, and now they pinged their location.
You got 4 bars.
Yeah, I got you 4 bars.
You got 4 bars.
You also got us caught. Yeah. Sam, what's the fastest way out of here? Jetpack.
You have a jetpack?
No.
What
the hell? Oh, my secret tunnel. He runs to the back. This will lead us to a secret chamber. He opens it up. It's flat earth with nothing dug. He's like, I haven't dug it yet. What have I been doing with my life?
Not preparing right, Sam. That's what you're doing with your life. Not preparing.
Let's just pretend that we're all dead here. He lays down. Come on, guys. It only works if we all do it.
Snap out of it, man. Snap out of it.
what can we use to get out of here? And he was like, Crumpy. Who is Crumpy?
What the hell is a Crumpy?
Takes the sheet off of this old Toyota truck. He's like, Crumpy.
Yeah.
I just don't know where the keys are. To which this badass kid, Ricky Baker, goes and hotwires it real quick and hops behind the wheel. Tells Uncle Heck, get in. He's like, Ricky Baker, you are not driving that ute. Get in. He hops in the car. He calls for Tupac. Tupac hops in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And they get going. They get moving. As they're busting through the bush, running away from these people. Oh, before they leave, Heck tells Psycho Sam, Psycho Sam says, I'll hold off the police while you guys get away. And Heck says, don't do anything stupid. And Sam says, stupid?
Yeah.
Me? As they're getting through the bush, escaping, they pass by those freaking hunter guys that they've been messing with the whole time. These guys are chasing after them with a crew. As they break the tree line into an open rocky field. The police have formed a huge freaking high-speed chase line coming at them from like their left flank. They keep pushing on. Paula Hall and Constable Andy catch up to him in a freaking like mini in an armored truck.
Yeah.
And they're telling Hector to pull the car over. Do they notice he's not driving? No, he's not the one driving. Like, pull the car over, Mr. Faulkner. Mr. Faulkner. They freaking almost run into another line straight ahead of them with like the army. So police, army, vigilantes are all chasing them.
Yeah.
Ricky Baker busts a badass U-turn and then cuts through all the cops chasing them. One of the freaking waves goodbye to Paula. One of the freaking cop cars goes over another. We got a high-speed crash.
That was crazy.
I was like, oh damn, Skunk's life.
Yeah.
They escape into the bush so the helicopters can't see them. And then I did not choose the Skunk's life. The Skunk's life chose me, Ricky Baker says as he rams the car freaking as fast as possible into a junkyard fence. And the car flips over and they're posted up in there. They're crawling out. As Hector is like trying to straighten out his leg, Ricky's like, how many bullets do we have?
Yeah, just fully invested in being an outlaw, bro. And this fool Heck is just like, dude, my knee is fucked, dude. I cannot do this, bro. I'm gonna surrender. This fool Heck wants to surrender. And and Ricky is just like, he's still into it. He's like, no, dude, don't fucking do it. You're a traitor. Keeps calling him a traitor, and they're arguing back and forth. They're arguing back and forth before Heck is trying to surrender. He tells him again, like he did in the beginning of the movie, I hate you. And he's like, I hate you too, you traitor. And so he's like, dude, you're on your own. I'm out of here. So this dude Heck, he puts his hands up, he marches out, and he's like, dude, I surrender. And then this is when fucking Ricky Baker, pulls the fucking gun on Heck, telling him to like stand down, like, hey,
don't take another step.
Don't take another step, dude. Don't take another step. Like, what are you gonna do? Shoot me, bro? What are you gonna do? What happens then? Oh, so is this when one of the hunters sneaks out into he sneaks out into a back door, and then that's when like Andy's secret competence was there the entire time, because he's the only one who notices that dude. Who notices him going through the back. So as Heck, what happened?
The guy's trying to get a shot on Heck. This is the guy that Heck is embarrassed in front of his friends, in front of people the whole time. And he goes off to the side and like gets a good look at Heck as Heck is trying to surrender, right?
Yeah.
But before he gets the shot off, Andy come and freaking gives him a spear, tackles him, or arrests him from trying to shoot Heck.
Lets a shot off though.
Yeah, but so close.
Lets a shot off. Yeah,
so close to shooting that when he gets tackled, the shot goes off. That shot sound scares Ricky, who shoots Heck in the ass.
Right in the ass.
And that kind of is like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Heck is like down.
You
He's
shot
like, whoa.
me.
Heck gets tackled by a cop. Paula
Yeah.
comes running in. I've got the package. Grabs
Yeah.
Ricky Baker. I've got the package. I've got the package.
Yeah.
It's real wild ending. Freaking, she's trying to read this fool his Miranda rights. Like, fuck that, anything you say and do will be used against you in the court of law.
You ever
Andy's like, what?
You ever work with somebody who was like Paula? Someone overly dedicated to their work and their job, super self-serious about what you guys are doing to the point where it's obnoxious? Yes, me too.
Yes.
It's always fucking annoying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, knock it off. This job doesn't care about you, man.
Yeah, for real.
Chill out. I mean? Yeah, that shit is weak, bro.
I usually want to support people, like if that's their real stuff. Like, I'm passionate about this job we do. Yeah. But it feels like this job is my personality. Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, you're that guy. You're that freaking guy.
Because it's not so much about what they do. I mean, yeah, sure, it can be irritating, but the kind of feeling that they want you to also do this. You should be like me. You should come in super early. You should stay late. You should work from home.
We're a family.
Like, yeah. I have a family.
Yeah, for real, bro. That's real.
Yeah, this freaking Ricky is in the back of one cop car. Hector's getting loaded into the back of another. He's trying to wave at Heck. Heck is not having it. He's like, it just drives off. To which we get kind of the wrap up in court. And this is like the Ricky Baker custody trial.
Yeah.
And also the probably the trial for freaking kidnapping and stuff. But I'm sure the truth came out. You know, he broke his leg. We had to be out there. But we get kind of like little tidbits from everybody along the way, from the girl, from her dad, from Paula, from Ricky, telling all these stories and funny different parts. Yeah. That fool Heck gets out of prison.
Yep.
And this is where the final chapter, the epilogue, starts. He gets out of prison and is sent to like a prisoner correctional home.
Yeah.
Like a halfway home on the way out. Yeah. Ricky, through the courts, is now living with the girl and her dad.
I think her name is Kahu.
Kahu?
Yeah, Kahu.
Kahu and her dad. Out there, you know, kind of out there in the bush, right? But like a family that'll take care of him.
Yeah.
Heck gets out and he's at this correctional home. It's like a halfway home. He's sitting on the steps, and this fool is reading. He's reading. He's working on his reading before Ricky comes around the corner. Caw!
Yeah.
Caw, Hector.
Caw, Heck. Yeah.
Caw. He tells him, you know, I had to spend this last year with his family. It's a good home. You should come. You know, it's right next to the bush. We could get out there. I bought this camera. We can try to find that bird. To which Heck, you know, initially is like, nah. But, you know, as Ricky is about to walk away, he's like, hold on. I want to say something. And
Heck.
he starts counting off the syllables to this haiku. Me and this fat kid, we ran, we ate and read books, and it was the best. And Ricky's like, it was the best. And luckily, you know, Heck is like, actually, this place, there's hella old people. I don't really like it here. I need to be out and about.
This place friggin' sucks. Yeah, I'm going with you, bro. This place sucks, dude.
So I'll come with you. And Ricky's like, cool. I just have one rule. You have to let me call you uncle.
Well, I have a rule too.
He's like, fine. Yeah.
I have a rule too. All right. You can't shoot me anymore. You're not allowed to shoot me.
He's like, all right. And the movie wraps up with these two headed back into the bush. Yeah. Kind of where they grew their relationship and, you know, being free and trying to find this bird, being together.
Yeah.
The end.
The end. That was was Hunt for the Wilderpeople, man. Yeah, let us know what you guys think, man. What kind of themes did you think of when you were watching this movie?
I thought about Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was like my tying thread for this. Ricky Baker, foster child, sent from home to home. Nobody wants him, but he finds that love and acceptance in Bella and the Faulkners.
Mm-hmm.
And his run through with the bush, or his run through the bush with Heck, also teaches him how to adjust and finds him a new family. But his whole life he's lost, and then he has that feeling of found, and then he has to go through that mini lost and found and getting through the bush and building a relationship with Heck. But
nice.
I think that goes through for similar to a bunch of other people. Heck being a bushman, found by Bella, having to like be the father to this child. Bella not having a family, but getting to a place where she could support other people, and definitely not wanting kids to feel the same way she did. Like the be someone you needed when you were younger. Like this is like a huge, representation of that. That's like she didn't have a family, but she wanted other people to have that. So I think it goes down even all the way to freaking Tupac. Tupac wasn't a puppy. He was a rehomed dog. He was lost and he found his relationship with Ricky. He was another person saved by Bella.
Hey.
Yeah, so lost and then found.
Hell yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest one, with all the adoption stuff going on, the drifter stuff, the having no family stuff. I think off the top of my head, it's loss, right? It's loss and how we deal with those things. The Bella losing her life in the beginning, we see how Heck handles it, or lack of handling it, and it's cool to see Ricky, someone who's just a teenager, teaching this old man that, like, dude, yeah, actually it's actually cool to process your stuff, dude. We got to talk about it, fuck, I don't even know. I can't even think off the top of my head. What else, man? There's a lot going on in this movie.
That was great.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
Best quote, most quotable line in this movie for you? Whatever pops to your head first.
Damn it. Wait. The zig line. That shit is making me laugh every time.
Stupid.
Yeah, that shit is so crazy, bro. I don't know why. That shit just cracks me up every time. You should get another dog and name him Zig.
It's so deadpan.
Yeah, bro.
Expected. Are you hungry? Well, that's a silly question, isn't it? Look at you. Scut's life.
The Terminator stuff.
Terminator one. Yeah, there's a bunch of funny lines in here. All right. Final scores for Hunt for the Wilderpeople.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Rewatchability out of a possible 2 points.
I'll give it a 1, man. It's really good. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on in here, at least for me. Yeah, right. It's such a whimsical ass fucking movie. I love it too. But I don't know if I can watch it. It's not one of those movies I can put on like in the background. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
You
sit down and watch it and go through the feelings.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go through the feelings all the time. Okay. All right. I'm learning to process my own shit. Okay. No. Yeah. No. So I'll give it a 1, man. What about you?
Lots of fun. I feel like I see something else every time I rewatch. I give it a 2.
Nice.
And definitely good acting, freaking performances and message. Casting out of a possible 3 points.
Casting. How well do actors fit the characters? I have to give this a 3.
Yeah,
I think everybody. Yeah, I think everybody was cast perfectly, even down to the dogs. Everybody did their part swimmingly, bruh. I'm definitely giving it a 3. Reese Darby, again, another fucking, he's the MVP for me. You know what I'm saying? Like even the short amount of screen time that everybody has, or like the bit players have, like they make up for it
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they're on. You
strong.
know,
Yep.
very strong. So 3 from me.
Soundtrack or audio out of a possible 5.
Um, I'll give it a 4 just because the opera stuff. You made a good point in the note. Like the opera stuff really did make it seem like another fantastical type of story. Like the opera coming in, and it really was. So even like down to the title and stuff. What about you, bro?
uh, yeah, 4 as well. There was a lot of original music here too, like they made specifically for some of these scenes that fit
Okay,
so well.
nice.
Yeah, and just the vibes and how the audio kind of played into that, and I thought was very strong.
Hmm.
Cinematography out of a possible 6.
Okay, cinematography. I would have given it a 6, bro,
Mm.
but I'm giving it a 5 off of the big boar fight with the dogs. That shit looks super CGI.
Oh, CGI.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. It kind of took me out of it for a little bit. I was like, I know it's a wild boar. Of
Is
course
that
you
a
can't.
mechanism?
Yeah, I don't know. They can't train a wild boar to fucking act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
and
yeah,
do what
yeah.
it has to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. It kind of took me out. That's a really small, dumb thing to have a complaint about. But I thought everything else was great. Like I said, like we said with the shots of the bush. You know,
Yeah,
when there
yeah.
was nobody running on the bush, and then it would show those two on it, and then freaking Ricky on it. Those repeating shots, like throughout this movie. That one, the 360 shot with the progress of time. I mean, all in all, it looked great. It was just that the boar fucked it up for me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm deducting a point off such
The
something so small, but
the
whatever.
damn boar.
The
Uh,
damn boar.
I gave it a 6. Definitely the wide shots. I feel like there's a lot of attention paid to framing, um,
Mm,
like keeping the guys low and in the middle to show just how like minuscule they are and like lost in certain situations.
nice.
Definitely like you said, the 360 like merging of different shots is always cool.
Hmm.
And I feel like that a lot of the shots translated what they were trying to make you feel like, oh,
Mm.
you're lost in a big area, or you're like can't find your way through this or that. All right, so out let's see, editing and directing out of a possible 7 points.
Um, I'll give this one a 6 because it's obviously edited well, right? It's a freaking professional movie. It's
Mhm.
a Taika movie, but as far as pace, like I felt the hour and 40 minutes, but it's only because they had to pack in everything. There's a lot to unpack in this movie, but it
Yeah,
didn't feel like a brisk hour and 40 for me. Like I had to like really sit here and pay
yeah,
attention
yep,
and
yep,
shit.
yep.
And that's to the benefit of the movie. But if we're talking about pacing, and that plays like a part in it, I'm just like, it was a long one for me, and it didn't go by too fast. What about you?
I mentioned that like that quick turnaround between Zag dying, burying Zag, and then freaking the reveal that there were Bella's ashes were there was like a lot in a small place. But
Oh yeah, 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 yep. And the confusion with me in the beginning with the with where I was stopped
time
at 3 days
passage.
time passage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I
That's a
gave it
good
a
point.
I gave it a 6 off of that little bit of pacing confusion for me.
Yeah.
Acting category out of a possible 8 points.
Oh, I'll give this an 8. Everybody was great. Yeah. Yeah, again, everybody did their role perfectly. Even the Stingray dude with the lisp, like everybody, yeah, that shit was it was dude. These guys were really good. Made me believe in their characters, especially Sam Neill.
Yeah, I also give it an 8. Writing and script out of a possible 9. How entertaining, enthralling is the story, or in the script dialogue?
Ah, yeah, I have to give this a 9 too. It's a Taika movie, bro. It's just gonna be great written stuff in here. Memorable lines. The story itself is fucking, it's really good, really emotional.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's good. Out of 9 out of 9. What about you?
Um, I feel like I'm giving it a 7 out of 9, but I think that
Okay.
it's just having to adapt a book
Mm,
into a movie and change mediums like that. There's always going to be certain things that either don't make the cut or have to be changed, and a lot
mm.
was changed from the book. But I mean, not even thinking about the book, just um
Seven out of 10.
certain points where I was like, okay, this could have been angled a little bit differently, or maybe some more space. I mean, I keep coming back to that freaking uh, all that emotion in that 5 minute window of Zag dying and
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah.
the thing, but um, definitely has that feeling of being of Taika's pet, I guess,
Mm.
which is great.
Taika's pet.
Legacy and impact. Possible 10 points.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give this a 7. Um, People seem to have enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Critically acclaimed, and it did some numbers out there in New Zealand.
Mhm.
So there's definitely impact there. But as far as legacy, I don't know if like this. Oh, man, this sounds crazy. I don't know if there's a lot of like Polynesian people who watched Hunt for the Wilderpeople like that, or did it willingly, or do it willingly. So if we're talking about like, I guess we're talking about legacy and impact within the community. I don't
Mhm.
know, but I think just as a movie, which maybe adds more weight to it because it just there's more community there. But I think just overall, probably a 7 out of 10. You know,
Yeah.
Still pretty good though.
Uh, Record breaking, right? Um,
Come on,
this movie, a million point two in theaters opening
hey,
weekend.
hey,
12 million New Zealand. I feel like definitely a lot of people saw it in 2016 when it came out. It
mm-hmm.
has been almost 10 years. I feel like it's not like in that conversation of what's the best Islander movie you've ever seen. Like, I mean, as far as like we've been doing this for a little bit now, and it's not always mentioned up there. It's not off the top.
No,
Um, a great movie though, right?
great
Commercial
movie.
success, critical success, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, freaking 8 out of 10 on IMDb. Freaking Metacritic has it as an 81, which is ridiculously higher. So yeah, I give this a 9, but not a full 10, because I feel like even 10 years later, it should still have like that from people watching it the first time and starting to show it to other people. Like it still should, be relevant.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix. If you want to watch it, if you haven't watched it yet, but definitely if you have, let us know, because yeah, it seems like there might not be as many Islanders watching it as there should be, which should be all of us. I feel like we'd recommend this movie to people listening or watching.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. So our
yeah,
final
yeah.
scores: Hunt for the Wilderpeople. I gave it a 45. You gave it a 43.
Nice. Still a fucking A.
It's a great movie.
It's a great damn movie. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, again, let us know in the comments if y'all have seen this movie. Let us know on our socials. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us about it. Tell us where we're right. Tell us where we're wrong. You know what I mean? Suggest movies too. We got a list of movies, but we're always open to suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you guys thought of this movie too. Yeah, you got anything for him, bro?
Hunt for the Wilderpeople. Great movie. Skuck's life. It shows us. Roll the credits.
Cox life. Da, 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 da. Oh shit. All right, bye. Goodbye.